Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What is up, Instagram? What is up, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube? Happy Monday. Another week, new opportunities. So I was actually supposed to be on a Zoom meeting, but that got canceled. So quick roll live for the squad. As you're tuning in, let me know how your day is going in the comments. Here we go. Here we go. As you guys are tuning in, let me know how you guys are doing in the comments. Happy freaking Monday, new week, new opportunities. Let's get it. This is your boy, Coach freaking Sal. So today I wanted to tell a story. My dog, what's up, K5? How you doing, baby? Hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday, right? So today I wanted to tell a little story. The title, as you guys can see it as you're tuning in, is that I used to binge eat for attention. Now, this is actually a real thing that I used to do. Never really talked about it much, never really opened up about it much, but it's something that I used to struggle with. And I thought it was important to speak on it. Why? Because there may be other people out there who may have similar feelings, right? So that's really where my head was at about coming on here and trying to speak about that. So with that being said, we're going to start the podcast in 3, 2, 1. Boom. What is up, fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. This is your boy, Coach Sal. Let's get it. So today we're telling a little story about my teenage years, about my past, and about how I used to binge eat for attention. I don't know why I'm smiling saying this. This was actually something that really took a toll on me. Never really opened up about it. Never really talked about it. Why am I confident enough to speak about it now to 5 different platforms at one time where I probably have, I don't know, let's see, good amount of time, good amount of people, tuning in on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all these platforms. Why am I okay talking about it? Because I've learned from it and I've moved on. And there's a lot of things that throughout that process has taught me. And again, that's why I'm here trying to share that information. Now, when I was younger, anytime I would go out to eat, it would be, fast food, McDonald's, Taco Bell, whatever, Checkers, you name it. And I would get to the menu and I'm like, damn, let me get the whole freaking 9, right? Let me get a bunch of things. And this was my opportunity, I guess you could say, to try and impress my friends. I don't know why this is what I chose to do. I really don't have a clear-cut explanation as to why I decided to do these things consistently, but it's just what I felt that I wanted to do. I liked food. I liked eating absurd amounts of it. I didn't have really any knowledge on nutrition when I was younger. So I just felt like this was my time to kind of just indulge, in myself and my desires. And then throughout that process to try and get attention from other people, right? Because you're out to eat with people and they're looking at you like, damn, yo, this guy could eat. Why is he freaking having all this amount of food? This is insane. And they think it's funny. And they laugh and they get a kick out of it. Why? Because who has that amount of food in a sitting? I did, and I did it consistently. And it was something that really fucked me up, and I never really talked about it. And again, I'm opening up to maybe try and help other people power through that. Because again, guys, if I could make any type of change, then why can't you? I don't think I'm special. I say that time and time again. Okay. I really don't. I'm a regular ass human being, just like every single person who is listening to this live stream and listening to me speak right now. So I think if I could open up about my message, maybe share some insight with you, and you could take something from that and apply it to your life, it's powerful. It is. So I feel like it's my calling, my duty, I guess, to speak about that. I could recall so many instances where I would stuff my face to make my friends laugh. You could ask any person that I was close with growing up, they will say that about me. They will. You could ask them. I promise you that. I had a bunch of nicknames. Fat Sal, Landfill, this, and that. I laughed thinking about it, but when I look back, it was not funny. Why? Because it put me in a really dark place. I would binge eat and I get emotional thinking about it, but I would do it for the attention of people. And I would constantly just eat a shit ton of calories. And I didn't understand what I was putting into my body. And obviously when you do that consistently, you're going to put weight on if you're not exercising. Okay. I had no experience, no knowledge on fitness or nutrition throughout my teen years. I was playing sports, but there's no dietitian for, your summer ball baseball team. There's no, fitness expert at your high school football locker room. Yes, you have your coaches, but are they, certified personal trainers? Probably not. Are they knowledgeable? Yes. I'm not saying they're not. I'm not discrediting them in any way, but do they have the exact science, knowledge, and expertise to maybe, really take you to like the upper levels of that? No. Right. So again, didn't have the knowledge, didn't have the experience, and that this became a problem, because all I really wanted at the end of the day was attention from other people. I wanted people to like me, right? Like that's what everyone wants. And again, I don't know, for whatever reason, I felt like this was the way for me to stand out and get attention from other people. This sent me down like a dark spiral. Began to be overweight. I lacked confidence. At times I felt depressed, and I felt like I really wasn't able to speak or act on my true desires. You guys want me to be like transparent? I will be. There was plenty of girls in high school that I wanted to express my interest towards, but I didn't feel like I had the capability or the confidence to do so. So I didn't when I was younger, because I was constantly stuffing my face and I was overweight and I didn't know how to work out and I didn't feel comfortable trying to ask for help. And obviously that took a toll on me. So again, guys, like if I could make a change, if I could change my life, my mindset, and my body, there's no reason you can't. And I want you guys to understand that. And I'm going to say that time and time again. And for those who are tuning in on the live stream, drop a comment if that makes sense so far. I want to know that you guys are hearing me and you guys are getting my message so far. It's important to me. Now, with that being said, I'm going to keep this rolling. So I always thought to myself, during those times, of my teenagers, oh, I can't do that. I can't get with that girl. I can't go to the gym. I can't lose weight. Why bother? Get real. It's not possible. I didn't know. Right? I always wanted to do those things, but I didn't have the guts to really go after it. Obviously, looking back, I regret that. Who wouldn't? Right? And I think that's one of the biggest things that pushes me now is I refuse to go back to that point. I refuse to let myself fall into that type of pattern again, because that shit fucked me up. What? Oh, Instagram. All right, hold on. Bear with me. The rest of the platforms. Instagram crapped out. Fucking A, man. All right, we're back. Not sure what happened there, but whatever. We're going to keep rolling with it. And again, that's one of the biggest things that pushes me now is that I refuse to go back there. So now I choose to do everything, okay, that I can in my power to keep going. All right? This is the biggest thing. So if you take nothing else from the stream, take this. We could do whatever we put our minds to if we choose to keep fighting, if you continuously face adversity and keep going. It's not how many times you fall. It's really how many times you can get up. Like with me and my business, you think I don't handle rejection or adversity or obstacles. You think this shit is easy? No, it's not at all. And that's the craziest part, I guess you could say, about being an entrepreneur and owning your own business is that there's no one knocking on the door. I don't have a boss. I don't have someone who is pressuring me to be there at a certain time and telling me to do a certain task. It's on me. And if I don't show up, nothing's going to get done. You think I don't battle my mind every single day? You think I don't have days where I don't feel like doing it? Of course. I'd be lying through my teeth if I said that wasn't the reality of the situation. Honestly, it's funny because I feel that way more often than not. I think majority of the days I don't want to do XYZ. And I made a post about that the other day. Majority of the time, you are not going to feel motivated. Majority of the time, you're not going to feel inspired. So where do you get your energy and your discipline from? Your why. What is your why? Why are you doing the things that you're doing every single day? It has to be bigger than yourself. Honestly, if you could get concrete on your why, on understanding what motivates you and the reasoning as to why you're doing what you're doing, it can really propel you. It's something for me that has transcended my life and my mindset. So I wasn't planning on talking about this today, but I guess I'll put it out there. So for me, my why is to be the catalyst for my family and future generations to come. Now, full disclosure, my family doesn't really, I guess, have the best background, I guess you could say. I mean, a lot of my family didn't graduate high school. They didn't go to college. I was the first person in my family to graduate college, and I took a very different path, over the last year and a half with becoming a personal trainer, with starting my own fitness brand and becoming a coach. This is something that no one has ever done before in my family. And I guess the real reason why I'm doing it is to show that you could literally do whatever you want to if you're willing to work and sacrifice in that direction. Again, guys, like, we are way more capable than we think that we are, like myself included. I didn't think I was capable of doing any of this shit. And again, I don't think I'm special, right? I don't think I'm anything out of the ordinary. I'm just someone who made a choice, sought after the education to make that happen, acted on it consistently, and I've just continuously pursued it. That's all it is. It's a very simple concept when you break it down. And I need you guys listening to understand that, because I think it can help you out tremendously. Like a side note here, do you think I knew how to do these live streams when I started? Do you think that I was really capable of coming on here and talking like this consistently? Because I wasn't at all, actually. It's funny because one of my biggest fears was public speaking. I think back to that, and I could sweat. Like, I literally could feel the sweat coming off of my freaking hands right now, just thinking about some of those scenarios throughout, high school and college with these public speaking courses that I had to take, and thinking about having to get up there and do these talks and these speeches, even with like sports too. Like, I was a captain, and like thinking about giving those speeches, like, I couldn't imagine at that time. And I'm able to do it now. Why? Because I constantly just push myself out of my comfort zone to do it. There's really no other way to say it. The only way to do things you've never done is to just constantly do it and put yourself out there. Take messy action. Because throughout this process of just really putting my mind to these things and constantly working towards them, I gained confidence, gained muscle, conquered my own definition of self-worth. That's the word. I started to like actually feel like a different person, and I think I acted differently as a result. And this really allowed me to step into my true power again. Like, when I was younger, I didn't think I was capable at all. Like, going to fucking Taco Bell and spending like $50 in a sitting and thinking that was funny and getting attention from other people. So if I could do the work necessary to drastically change my life, my body, my mind, why aren't you capable? I cannot stress that enough. So that's really what motivates me, is to keep pushing forward, is because I know that I can change someone's life. And the more that I repeat that process over and over again, if you think about those compounding decisions of actually making a difference in the world and potentially making a dent on the universe. Like, so far I've been in the fitness coaching space for about over a year now. And I think I've worked with close to 100 people. So that's 100 people that I've had an impact on. And that's not to mention the other people who just follow my pages, right? And maybe digest some of my content, who, maybe don't take the time to reach out to me and say thank you, which is fine. I'm not asking anyone to do that, right? I'm just saying I may be impacting more people than I'm even aware of, which is fucking incredible to think about that. And that's something that I reflect on from time to time. It's just like, sometimes you guys see me post on my stories, like those messages from my clients and from other people, and then they give me that feedback, and it just gives me that reassurance to just like keep going. And because I really am so early on, like I just turned 25 last week. I've only been in the fitness coaching space for about a year. I've been into working out for quite some time, but it's just amazing. And this goes to show that you are literally capable of doing whatever you put your mind to. Like, I know that sounds cliche. You're like, oh, Sal, I've heard that before. Yes, you have. But at the same time, if you actually apply yourself consistently and sacrifice in that direction towards your goals, then there's really nothing stopping you from getting there other than yourself. Like, don't get me wrong, I go out and I enjoy myself, but there was a period in time throughout like the whole like COVID winter, right? Where, bars were closed and stuff. Now, it may be easy to say that I put my head down and grind throughout that time, but I mean, still, I think there was a 6-month period where I didn't consume any alcohol. I wasn't going out at all. I was really in the gym, sometimes twice a day. I was studying for my course and these certifications, and that allowed me to really get ahead. So, like, yes, I understand that COVID really had an impact negatively on a lot of people, obviously, right? I'm not discrediting that in any way. For me personally, it actually allowed me to get ahead because I tried my best to stay focused and stay determined and driven. So, yeah, you could make the argument that, yeah, all right, Sal, you did a lot in that period of time, but everything was closed, right? Like you got lucky with that. I mean, you could make that argument, but then again, at the same time, I still had to show up. I still had to put the work in. I still had to put the time in. I still had to make the sacrifice. I mean, there's plenty of people doing all kinds of stuff during that time. And I chose to try and take the high road and stay disciplined and motivated to what I was doing. And that's really the point of this whole thing, is that you could do whatever it is that you choose. So I think that's pretty solid. Freaking thing here today. So I'm going to end it there, close out the podcast. If you guys have any other questions, I'll leave it open for 30 seconds, but I have a meeting in about 15 minutes and I got to go get some lunch in me. So if you guys are tuning in and you have anything to say or add, let me know, but I'm going to end the podcast here. That was a quality 15 minutes. Instagram cut out on me. I don't know why, but that keeps happening. Every time Instagram gives me a hard time, but yeah. I hope you guys have a fantastic Monday and a great week. As always, if you guys have any questions or anything that you would like to speak about, I'm an open book. Shoot me a message. Would love to connect with my audience and my followers even more. I genuinely appreciate every single person who has supported me and continues to do so. It really does mean a lot to me. Like there's a lot of people who say, thank you for my supporters and this, and that. But I genuinely really do appreciate every single one of you, because I wouldn't be able to be where I'm at without you. So I cannot stress that enough. And if you have something you'd like to say to me, just shoot me a freaking message. Okay. I don't bite, I promise. So that's that. We're going to wrap it up here, guys. I'm going to go get some lunch and prep for my next meeting. So talk to you guys soon. Peace and love. Good boy.